Today we're going to continue learning our new numbers this week, 8 and 9. 8 and 9. So let's go over our DLO. We'll review our numbers, write them, and then in our book today we're going to be counting and writing the number of objects. So let's get started. Today I will read and write the numbers 8 and 9. Now it's your turn. Today I will read and write the numbers 8 and 9. Okay, here's our 8. When we write an 8, just like all capital letters, numbers start at the sky and they touch the sky and they touch the ground. Make an S and close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. Let's do 9. Make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. Those are good poems, I'm telling you. They're good ones. Watch me write my 8 the first time, and then you'll skywrite it 3 times with me. Straight arm, best pointer finger pointing to the tip of my marker. But I'll go first. Watch me. Make an S. See, there's my S, and I don't pick up my pen. Make an S. Well, I have to pick it up because I messed up. Make an S. Close the gate. Whoa, it's hard writing sideways. That's the way you make an 8. Let me do one more. Make an S and close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. All right, let's skywrite it. Best pointer finger, straight arm, point to the tip of my marker. Let's go. Make an S. Close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. 2 more. Make an S. Close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. 1 more. Make an S. Close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. I think that one's my best one so far. Let me show you some 8s I don't want to see. And actually, I'll do it on the one that I didn't like very well. So I'm going to erase the one I didn't like so I can show you some 8s I don't want to see. I'll do them in red. I do not want to see a snowman 8. Don't do a snowman 8. When we write 8, it's a smooth, continuous curves all the way up from where we started to where we end. Do not make a snowman 8 like this. A snowman 8 is a snowman top and a snowman bottom. That is not an 8. That is a snowman. Do not make a snowman 8. A bubble in a bubble. Don't do it. Make an 8. Make an S. Close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. I also don't want to see, sometimes we see some really funny little 8s like that, like too many curvy wurvies. So go slow. Make an S. Close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. Let's practice 9. I'll go first. Just like all of our numbers, I'm going to start at the sky. Make a loop, and I go to the top, and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. I'll do one more. Make a loop, and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. It almost looks like a lowercase a on the top part. So if that helps you, then do it like that. Make a loop, and then a line. Our loop touches the sky and the fence and then comes all the way down to the ground. All right, your turn. Best straight arm, pointer finger, point to the tip of my marker, and let's skywrite our 9. Say it with me. Make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. 2 more. Make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. 1 more. Make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. Let me show you some 9s I don't want to see. Oops, oops, oops. Sometimes we see 9s like this. It's close, except that the loop did not touch the fence. It's a little too teeny tiny on top. Here's another 9 I don't want to see. Some 9s are like a little curvy-wurvy. I'd rather you not do that because we did a totally different direction. Here we go to the left. Over here I went to the right and around and up and down. Try not to make them like that. Let's do make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. It will be easier. Okay, let me erase, and then we'll count and write the number practice. When you're at home, put out your Hot Wheels, put out some pennies, put out your little counting cubes, and practice counting them and writing. You can put your shoes out, see if you have any missing shoes. If you count 9, you're missing a shoe. Okay, I'll bring in my little writing tablet here so I can count and write the number. It's easier for me to draw little cookies because there are circles and those are easy. All right, here I go. Okay, let's count. I'm going to use the strategy touching and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make an S, close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. Oh, let's erase. Erase. Let's do another one. Let's count. This time I'm going to use the strategy of crossing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. I counted 9. All right. Let's do one more. I'm going to use the strategy crossing out because I think it's the easiest and it's a really good one for your book when you want to keep track of all of your objects that you're counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make an S and close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. Okay, now I'm going to erase. And we'll do 2 examples of counting out the circles that you need to write in your book. So numbers 8 and 9, you will be drawing circles for those ones. So count with me as I draw my circles across. I want 8 circles. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's draw circles for 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there we go. Your challenge question will be just like the other day where we had the little beach items all scrambled up and you had to count and write the number for how many objects were on the beach. Excuse me. Today's challenge question are sea creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is an octopus. This is a squid, and that is a squid. You need to count them and write the number. So we can show an example, and I'll just do 2 objects in here as an example, but in here you will have 3. So I'm going to use my blue circles and my red squares again because those are quicker for me. So if I talk and draw my circles, I will lose count. That was a touch and count, a quick touch and count inventory of my dots. Okay, now I'm going to get my black. I'm going to cross them out. Oh, I did forget to write my little, well, that's not very big. kids won't be able to see that. Let me make it bigger. This is our blue circles, and then our red squares. So we need to count each object, cross it off method to keep track, and then write the numbers. Let's start with the blue circles. Count with me as I cross them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to write 9 up here because I have 9 blue circles. Make a loop and then a line. That's the way you make a 9. And now our red ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 red squares, so I'm going to write 8. Make an S and close the gate. That's the way you make an 8. Now it is your turn to do skill 4.3, starting on page 105.